Okay, now we're good. Forgot to turn
I
the.
still don't have a recipe.
What? What? What?
You heard me.
No, I
still
didn't.
Don't have Audacity.
I did not hear you.
I still don't have Audacity.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're still streaming right now.
Okay.
And I think we're ready to go.
All right.
Is my screen share on?
Should I stop playing this other game?
Yes. It's taking a while to load. Alright. Alrighty then. I don't know. Stop chewing.
Frozen yogurt.
I don't know where my other headphones are. Open. Stop chewing!
I'm eating.
You don't need to smack your lips so damn loud. Oh my god. It takes forever to open. I swear to God, I will mute you if you keep doing that. Hold on.
Is this the video game based off that book?
What book?
Type in second circle and nothing else.
What do you mean?
This game doesn't even pop up.
Are you Googling it right now?
No, I didn't. When you asked me to play, I didn't
Okay.
know what it was.
It started.
You put second circle.
Well, of course you're not. You're just.
And a book popped up.
Okay. Just making sure. Double checking that there's a delay on the stream, so I don't know. It's gonna take a while before it pops up so I can check to see if it's actually recording desktop audio. How do we get to where we left off is the question I have.
Go to jump to new dates.
No, hold on. I don't think it's capturing the game audio for some reason.
Good, it's loud.
I could just turn it down. Oh, I'm gonna have to just
headphones.
Be careful, now people know what your Wi-Fi is.
Will they?
They know the name of it at least.
Who cares?
People who find it will know who you are.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing? What are you What are you doing? Okay, now I can hear the desktop audio. So, I don't know how to get to where we left off.
We've completed 2 people, so let's just jump to new date.
That jump to new dates doesn't. That's not what it does.
Then what does it do?
It jumps you to the most recent dates. Is what it does.
Oh, date of the game?
No, it's like you can go on 3 dates total with each character. Jumps to new dates, takes you to the 3rd one.
Oh.
So I might. Okay, I think I might go through and skip through everything we've done so far. Skip. Hold on. Could get us back on track. Isn't there not a way to save when you're... Oh, okay, there is. Stop smoking a bong.
What are you talking about? We already did this one.
Yeah, it's not in the save data, though. I have to go back and skip through it again.
Not smoking a bong, I'm smoking tea.
Can't smoke tea.
Yeah, put tea in the bong.
Alright. I think it's easier to... So, what's new with you, James?
Are you using my real name?
Do you not want me to?
I don't know. I'm just asking why.
Well, that's what your name is it not?
Who knows? I might have wanted to do a name reveal.
As if that would ever happen. I think I might also start recording on OBS too.
Wait, YouTube has its own record thing?
No, it's like OBS, you can stream and record at the same time. Hold on. To the wheel! I don't know the wheel. I don't know. I might have to do it again. I might have to re-enter all the names into the wheel. Oh, no, I don't. It's still here. Okay.
Wheel of Misfortune!
Yeah. Okay. We did AZ, so I'll take her off.
Which demon do you want to grind your nuts into peanut butter with?
None. Okay, we're doing Pandemonica.
Pandemic?
Pandemonica.
Yeah, she's named after Pandemic.
I want to check the settings real quick.
Let's blame her for COVID.
No, let's not do that. Let's not blame anyone for COVID.
Her name is Pandemonica. Started Pandemic.
It's now time to read. Okay. One morning, you walk into the kitchen to prepare Pandemonica's coffee, only to find that the demon in question is already up and standing by the coffee maker. As the little machine spurts and spits, the bleary-eyed demon looks over at you. You can tell You can tell from her droopy gaze that she's barely registered your presence. It's painfully obvious just how much this poor sleep schedule of hers is taking its toll. Without bothering to greet you, Pandemonica returns her attention to the coffee machine. From the sound of things, she hasn't put nearly enough water into it, making a full... hold on. I'm gonna try that again. From the sounds of things, she hasn't put nearly enough water in it to make a full brew. Okay. I just can't read. Good morning? This is you.
Oh! Morning!
Against your better judgment, you approach the sleepy demon and peer over her shoulder. The jug of coffee that she's attempting to make is not even a quarter of the way full, and the machine itself has come to an almost complete stop. I was just about to make coffee for everyone. I didn't expect you to be up so early. The demon scoffs. That was a scoff.
I don't know what that means, so...
It's like, ha! That's a scoff.
Early? I've been up all night.
I see. You know, Pandemonica, I really think you should...
If the next words come out of your mouth is get some sleep, I'm going to break your fingers.
Please no. You can tell it's different art because the outline is a lot thicker. You decide it wise to hold your tongue. What kind of coffee do you put in there anyway? You know what? I'm holding my tongue like a gay sucker did you. What kind of coffee did you put in there anyway? Pandemonica shrugs.
You should have said, get some higher quality coffee. Just for you.
Just read.
Oh, just some store-bought junk we had in the cabinet. Why?
As you ponder the situation, you're reminded of the coffee grinder that your father sent you not too long ago. I have a father? You have been waiting for the perfect moment to break it out as a surprise, and perhaps now is that moment. The thought drives you to the cabinet on the other side of the kitchen. There, you keep most of your lesser-used appliances. I like to imagine that he just, like, hurled himself over, like, the island in the middle of the kitchen. He's like, hooah!
Like a car?
It takes you...
Do over the foot of the car?
No. It takes you... Yeah, I guess, like, it's kind of like that. It takes you but a moment of digging around past tabletop grills, blenders, and hand mixers before you retrieve the object of your quest. Pandemonica, whose attention has come away from the coffee maker and only to see what the ruckus is about, watches
Sounds
you
like sleep.
watches you as you set the grinder on the counter. What do you think?
You
no, that's your
I have a few 2x4s.
Read.
What do you think you're doing there?
Amazing. Why is she old?
What? Should the demon sound like a pretty teenager?
I guess you can
I
make
don't
him
know.
sound however you want him to sound. I don't care. I just want to know why that's the choice you went with.
He's like 1,000 years old, so why not?
Yeah, I guess. You'll see. From the pantry, you retrieve a bag of roasted coffee beans. These you measure out and pour into the grinder before setting to work crushing them crushing them down by hand. Okay. In no time, the sweet, deep aroma of freshly ground coffee fills the kitchen. Whatever it is you're doing there, don't stop. Oh, wait, oh, yeah.
Make me break your fingers. I know where you live.
No, don't, please don't.
Whatever it is you're doing there, don't stop because it smells astounding.
We won't stop. After a moment, you finish up grinding the beans and turn your attention to the coffee maker itself. You dump the old grounds into the trash and wash the jug out in the sink. With the fresh filter installed, you empty the fruits of your labor into the machine and, using the appropriate amount of water this time, start up a fresh brew. At first, it seems like Pandamonica is ready to gouge your eyes out for tossing her coffee, but as soon as the rich liquid begins to flow, her rage subsides. Do not kill me, please. She approaches the counter and watches for a moment as the jug slowly fills with coffee.
What did you do?
Your mom.
I don't have one. I'm a demon.
Demons can have moms. You don't know.
Not the eternal ones.
How
They're
do you know?
born from suffering.
How do you know this?
Just guess, mortal.
Okay. Can read now.
The scent, it reminds me of...
That coffee shop on the corner?
Why, yes, that's it.
When I was a kid, my dad would grind his own coffee. One of my fondest memories from then is how I'd get up to wake up to that smell. Wait, hold on.
Oh, I hate coffee.
Me too. One of my fondest memories from then is how wait, hold on. What is wrong with me? Why can I not read this? This is the easiest sentence on the planet. One of my fondest memories from then is how I'd get to wake up to that smell filling the house every morning. There. It's not hard. I'm just stupid. Oh my god.
It's not a tongue twister.
Exactly. So the other day I decided to pick up a bag of beans from that place on the corner. I know how much you like their coffee, so I thought I'd bring them to you. Unfortunately, I didn't know exactly which flavor you'd like, so I just got you the basic stuff. I hope you enjoy it.
That was unnecessary of you to do. But I do appreciate it.
Yay. I'm glad to hear that. If you'd like, we can get together there. We can go there together sometime, and you can show me some of your favorite flavors. I'm sure it'd be nice to have those around the house.
Yes, that would be nice.
Why, you old? Very well. Wait, no, that's you. I'm sorry.
Very well. I'll break your fingers if you speak another word from my lines.
No.
Very well. I will take you up on your offer.
You can't drive. It's a date then. That afternoon, you and Pandamonica decide to skip dinner in favor of your date, much to the chagrin of Lucifer, who complained loudly that no one ever sticks around when it's her turn to cook dinner. Well, your cooking sucks, probably. Knowing better than to argue, you grab your coats and smile and you nod your way out the door. I can't read for shit. Keys in hand, you ponder the distance to the coffee shop. It isn't far, so walking is certainly not out of the question. Hey, Pandamonica.
What do you want?
That's not what it says, but whatever. We could drive there.
I thought you were...
We could drive there, but what do you say we walk instead?
It's a bit of a brisk day for a walk, perhaps. But yes, I think that sounds good. She looks like an old librarian.
That is kind of like the aesthetic that she's going for. The demon leads the way, and the two of you head down the street in relative silence. It is a quiet day. What?
The man who was decapitated.
What are you talking about?
He went to school to get ahead in life.
I hate you so much. It is a quiet day, filled with only the sounds of your footsteps and the occasional passing vehicle. I meant to do footsteps, but it doesn't sound like footsteps. You arrive at the coffee shop just as the sun starts to set over the horizon, a slight orange tinge painting the sky. A tiny bell chimes to herald your entrance. You are assailed by the familiar, deep, rich smells of freshly ground coffee, and there is a hushed murmur emanating from the smattering? What the hell is that? Smattering of patrons dotted through the shop. An old man behind the counter looks up at you. At the sight of Pandemonica, he beams. It's an old man.
There she is, my favorite customer.
Good evening, Hank. How are you?
I have arthritis and I'm very well on my deathbed. I am very well, my dear, very well. What can I get you today?
I'll take the usual.
Coming right up. And how about yourself, sir?
A coffee, please. Black.
A simple fellow. I hate that. I like that. You two find a seat and make yourselves at home. I'll bring your drinks over when they're ready.
You and Pandemonica scan the room for a place to sit. Oh. Hello? Hello? Oh no.
Hello?
Did you read it? He's cutting out.
Hello?
Did you read the line on screen? What's going on?
How about over there?
Okay. The demoness gestures to a booth next to the roast coffee display. You nod, and Pandemonica leads the way through the maze of tightly packed tables and booths. Ah, that's nice. As you take your seats, the old man arrives and sets your drinks in front of you.
Enjoy.
You thank the man and sip from your coffees. After a few moments of idle chit-chat, you turn your attention to the nearby display. So, if you had to pick one, which ones of that group over there are your favorites? Pandemonica eyes the bags, reading each label in turn.
Well, I must admit I'm quite partial to the darker roast.
Yeah.
For me, anything with a deep, rich flavor is a win, really.
Have you ever seen the movie Airplane?
Airplane!
Have you seen that movie?
No.
There's a scene. There's about a bunch of people on a plane. There's a scene where this one kid gives a girl some coffee, and he sits down, and he asks her, "You want some cream with that?" And she said, "No, thanks. I like my coffee black, just like my men." And it's like, oh. Wait, did you read this line already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
quite like that dark chocolate hazelnut there.
I see. So you're a fan of chocolate-flavored coffees?
Is this chocolate flavored coffees?
Apparently so.
I love chocolate.
Cool.
Might give coffee a new try if they're chocolate flavored.
This is your character arc.
What do you mean?
You're growing to appreciate coffee. That's your character arc.
No, I really hate coffee.
Well, you said you're gonna give it another try because of this chocolate flavored.
No, I'm not gonna give coffee another try. I'm gonna give chocolate flavored coffee a try. Not.
But it's
regular
still a form of coffee, so it's your character arc.
No. I'm willing to try it because of the chocolate, not because of the coffee.
But what if through drinking chocolate flavored coffee, you end up liking
Then
coffee?
it would be.
What if it's a part of your character arc?
It could be, yes, but most likely not. I just love chocolate.
Okay, read.
Oh, out loud?
Yes!
Sorry. But of course, my dear, who doesn't like chocolate? If you don't like
Freaks.
chocolate, I hate you.
What about if someone prefers vanilla to chocolate?
If they still like chocolate, then they're fine.
But I still like chocolate, but I prefer vanilla.
Yeah, you're still on my shit list.
But I like chocolate. You just said that it was fine as long as someone still liked chocolate.
Yeah. And not that high on the shit list.
What did I do? What did I do?
Still on it.
What did I do to get on the shit
Prefer
list?
something else besides chocolate.
Why am I on the shit list? Well, what did I do to deserve this?
You said you like vanilla better than chocolate.
But you said you were fine with that as long as I still like chocolate.
Yeah, I am.
Then why am I on your shit list?
Going on my shit list.
You're contradicting yourself. What is going on?
I'm fine with it. It's just, I'm not gonna yell at you for it.
Oh my god.
Still, you can put me on the shit list.
Oh my god. This is the Taker speaking. I'm not saying this about the conversation we just had. It says fair point. You're not giving a fair point. That's just what the Taker is saying. How about that one right there? Toasted almond.
Yes, I do. I do think that would be a great choice as well. I like a good nutty flavor, if you know what I mean. So why don't you give me some cream?
No. Of course you would do that. The demon grins at you as she sips her drink. Her tail flicks to and fro between her, and you notice that her horns have nearly doubled in size. You chuckle nervously. You are quick to bring the conversation back to the coffee display, and the two of you spend the next half hour discussing the various roasts until your own cup runs dry. You ponder fetching a refill for you both, but just then you notice Pandamonica acting strangely. Oh, I love that animation. Though imperceptible at first, you can clearly see that the demon is wincing, much in the same way one might if they were heard a loud noise. Or if you hear James talking. But, unless you have suddenly become hard of hearing, the shop around you is nearly silent. By now, everyone has gone home, leaving just yourselves and Hank, who is humming to himself as he wipes down some tables across the room, is also taking his pills because he's an old man on the verge of death. You think it strange that such a noise would irritate the demon, but when you turn to look at her once again, her expression is where. What are you doing? James, stop it! Okay, Her expression is weary, and she is rubbing her temples. Shall we call it a day? Pandamonica doesn't respond. Pandamonica? That's your line. It's your line. It's your time to read! Stop it! Read! 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 Jay, what are you doing? Read it, James! Please, for the love of God! Read it! I will read it for you if you do not read. I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh yes. Yes, I think that'll be good. Thank you. You gather up your things and don your jackets. On your way out the door, you grab a few bags of coffee and pay for them at the counter.
Thank you for coming. I hope to see you both again soon.
Hi. You depart with several bags of various roasted coffee dangling from your arm. For the entire walk back, neither of you say a word. Pandamonica looks as miserable and exhausted as ever, which leaves you wondering if she even enjoyed herself tonight. Nah, she didn't. She's gonna break her fingers. But as you arrive at the front door, the demon stops and tugs on your sleeve. Read. In English. Read in English. Why are you not reading? What are you doing? I know you can hear me. Okay, fine. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna read for you then. Hey.
Hey?
I feel I must thank you again for today. What you did this morning was very kind, and this evening I got to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet, which is a rare occurrence. I hope we can do something like this again sometime, maybe. I think I really needed it, and I'm sorry for the way I acted at the end there. You start to question Pandamonica about her strange behavior, but before you can even form the words, she hurries off into the house. Though you attempt to follow, all you manage is to catch a glimpse of her disappearing into her room, and the door shutting neatly behind her. You're left wondering what you should do next. Okay, hold on. What are you doing? Why are you quiet? What is going on? Alright. Gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna see who's next. Hopefully, James will learn to cooperate and read his damn lines. I know you can hear me. Who's next? Modius is next. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, we're gonna go with Modius next. Modius, of course, is voiced by James, who has ignored me for some reason. It's very rude. One morning, you're walking through the house with a tray full of pancakes to arouse everyone for breakfast. On your way, you run into Modius in the upstairs hallway. James. It's your time to read, James. So read it, James. Read it. Read it. Read it. Read it. Read it. Read it. Read! 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 James, I will force your hand. I will make you read this. FaceTime broke. What? Can you not hear me? Hold on. I know a way to test whether or not he can hear me. Yeah, this will determine whether or not he can actually hear me. James. No, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's your favorite song, James. Oh my god. He's not hanging up. He really can't hear me. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Is it back?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Salutations.
Is it back?
I think so. Alright, can you read the line if you can hear me?
Good morning, Taker.
Hallelujah! Okay, let's continue. Ah, good morning, Modius. Pancakes?
Modius, like, Moby Dick?
No.
No, whale.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Moby Dick the book?
How does that, what does that have to do with Modius?
Like, so, I don't know. The name reminds me of it.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, no kidding. There's something wrong with everybody.
Next line.
Yeah, please, I'm golden.
Help yourself. By the way, have you seen Lucifer?
I believe she's in bed with your
Figures.
grandmother.
What? Okay. Anyhow, enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you.
As the demon turns to leave, you set your sight on Lucifer's room, but you feel a crinkle in your back pocket. The sensation reminds you of something that you had been meaning to ask. Actually, before you go, I have something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
With one arm balancing the tray, you dig around your back pocket and come up with a small envelope. You hand it to Modius. The demoness looks it over carefully.
What is this?
It's an envelope, you dumb bitch. Open it. With her finger, Modius splits open the top of the envelope and pulls out 2 slips of paper.
And these are...
Paper, you dumb bitch. No, I'm gonna stop. Vouchers for a trip to the spa. I won a contest some time ago, and those just came in the mail the other day.
A sport trip. Sounds lovely.
Would you like to go with me then? I got 2 vouchers there. After you say this, the demon's cheek reddened so suddenly and so vibrantly that her complexion soon resembles that of a ripe tomato. Is his name Bob?
You want me to go with you? Oh my.
Is that alright?
No,
Oh.
I hate you.
Oh.
I mean, yes.
You're sending very mixed messages.
I mean, what does this boat trip entail exactly?
Anything you want, really. Let's see, they've got, massages, manicures, pedicures, sauna access, acupuncture. James? Is it broken again?
But, well, I just don't know what to say.
Why are you like Russian now? If you aren't interested in going, I completely understand.
Yes. Wait, no. No, I don't want to go. I do. I just say so. Yes, Taker, I'd love to go to this pool with you. Are we gonna share a hot spring?
Stop! Though uncertain, given the demon's rambling, you think she accepted your date. Yay. Alright then. Sounds good. How about we leave after breakfast? Still blushing, Modius nods furiously. Very well.
Rock
I'll
and
see you then.
roll.
As you turn to go, the demon scampers off down the stairs with the tickets in hand while you proceed with your morning rounds. Sometime later, after you successfully deliver pancakes to everyone in the house, you and Modius hop in the car for your afternoon at the spa. This is going to be the... Oh, we're not in the White Void. After a short drive, you arrive in front of an extravagant building that has been stylized to look like a Japanese bathhouse. I was very tempted to...
Yeah, they're gonna share a hot spring together.
Short drive, my ass. You went... You know, like how in the Muppets movie, how they drive a car at the bottom of the ocean and to basically go to the other side of the planet?
No.
When they do that in the Muppets movie, and I like to imagine they did that. They just, like, drove their car to the Pacific Ocean, like, you know, traversed the sea, and then came out on the other side of Japan.
Oh, probably.
You park the car, turn to see Modius looking up at the building with a frown. Then, as you turn off the engine, you are privy... Huh?
They're demons, so they probably use a nether portal.
Oh, okay.
And how you can fast travel in the nether.
Yeah, okay. Then, as you turn off the engine, you are privy to the sound of her drumming her fingers on her knees. Like, we're not in the car, so we're not, like, in the void anymore at this point, I guess. You've never seen the demon look so out of sorts. You watch her fidget in her seat for a while longer before thinking it's best to say something. Modius? Modius doesn't reply at first. Modius?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
I think they changed the background. I think the background is different in an earlier version of this game.
I was imagining less than a hentai. A little lost in thought there.
Is everything alright? Again, the demoness doesn't seem to hear you. Modius! I was just asking if you're feeling alright.
Me? Oh, yes. Yes, I'm fine. Ready to head inside.
Not quite yet. You seem a bit... Before you can finish your thought, you hear the car door shut and you look up to see Modius walking listlessly towards the spa. With a sigh, you get out of the car and follow the demon. Unconvinced that everything is fine, you nevertheless decide to leave that conversation for later. It doesn't seem like you're going to get a straight answer out of her just yet anyway. For now, all we can do is keep an eye on her, just in case. Oh yeah, they definitely changed the backgrounds for these. The two of you make your way inside the spa and approach the counter. Hello, we'd like to redeem these vouchers. The one behind the desk takes your vouchers and looks them over. Congratulations, Mr. Taker. Taker! Now, before redeeming these vouchers, we do offer a brief tour of our facilities if you'd like. You turn to Modius to see if she would like to say something on the matter, but the demon still seems uneasy. Maybe the tour will help her relax? A tour would be lovely, thank you. Excellent. Now, if you'll just follow me, what if she leads us into, like, a murder dungeon or something? And the spa is just, like, a front for, like, a serial killer or something. That would be really metal. What are you doing?
What?
Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Something about Furries having hentai with this Modius lady.
Oh my god. Why do I do this? Why do I do this with you? You and Modius trail behind the woman as she guides you down the hallways, briefly describing each facility as you pass. From acupuncture to massages, to heated bathhouse to saunas, it seems like the spa has everything you could ask for. There's so much, in fact, that by the end of it all, you are absolutely overwhelmed by the choices. So, now that you've had your tour, have you decided on what you'd like to put your vouchers toward?
We would like a couples massage.
Startled, you glance over at Modius, only to see only resolute determination in her heart-shaped eyes. Yes, a couple's massage is good. Right this way. Though stunned at this turn of events and Modius' sudden vocality, you follow the woman down the hall and into a room with two massage tables set side by side. There are towels on the table over there. If you both would just disrobe and lay down on the tables, the masseuse will be with you shortly. I do not know that word. The woman disappears and you look over at Modius, expecting her to see her nervously staring back at you. What you are met with instead is a sight of her standing naked before you, having undressed completely in a few short moments since the spa worker left the room.
Let's get down to it, buddy.
I like the idea that like all of Modius' clothes are just kind of like easy to rip off. So like the millisecond someone mentions getting naked, she's just like whoosh. Out of modesty, you quickly avert your gaze, but not without taking note of the startling contrast between the comfortable aura emanating off Modius now and the nervous energy she exhibited before. As you begin to disrobe as well, you hear the demoness settle onto one of the massage tables with a heavy and content sigh. You follow suit and... What? Did you say something?
What?
Never mind. You follow suit and shortly thereafter, the masseuse arrives.
Masseuse.
Masseuse?
Let's get rid of the towel.
Dude, no, come on. After some idle small talk, the woman begins to work. I thought she was a part of this CG before, but I guess they removed her? Or maybe she's a ghost. That's my headcanon. A ghost is doing the massage. With a display of dexterity and strength you once thought impossible, the masseuse descends upon the muscles of your neck and back, undoing knots that you didn't even know you had before. After each satisfying, painful release, the woman switches between you and Modius, giving you each time to breathe. Has anyone ever told you that you run a bit warm, dear?
I do.
where are you from? Why did you scream it? You did not need to scream it. That was not necessary. Oh. At this, the woman chuckles nervously. You cannot tell she's truly undeterred by the revelation, or if she thinks it's all a joke. In any case, the massage continues without much of a lull. She returns to you to work the last few knots in your upper back. Then, much to your chagrin, the massage is over. The masseuse leaves the room so that the two of you can get dressed. As you leave, you stop by the front counter to turn in your vouchers. Melius beats you to the car. As you slide into your seat, you look to your companion and notice that she's avoiding your gaze and has resumed drumming on her knees. Well, since they brought up drumming, I decided to do that.
I don't think that's the kind of drumming they meant.
Close enough. Wishing you knew what it was that was putting her all out of sorts, you ponder questioning her for... Are you drumming now?
What?
Are you drumming now?
Yeah, drumming in between my knees.
What? Is that a song, or are you just randomly hitting stuff? Because I was doing an actual song.
I don't think you get what I'm doing.
No, I don't.
And I'm not going to explain it.
Tell me, please.
I don't think you want that.
Seeing the shy redness coloring Modius's cheeks, however, causes you to rethink that decision. Instead, you start up the car and head home. Perhaps that's a conversation for another day. How long have you been going for? 53 minutes? I think we could do a third date. You want to do a third one?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
But by saying you're good, do you mean you're good with the third date, or are you good with cutting it off here?
I'm good.
Clarify, what does that mean?
I'm good.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna assume you mean you're good for another, one last date.
What? No, you're supposed to keep it under 50 minutes.
Are
under
you?
60 minutes on YouTube.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's for the algorithm.
I don't care about the algorithm. We've only been here for 53 minutes. Let's just do one more.
One more what?
One more date. We're gonna go. We're gonna have a date with just judgment, and then we'll call it off there, okay? Alright. One day, as you're hanging out around the house, you come to the realization that you've seen very little of Judgment since she moved in. No sooner does this thought occur to you, however, that you happen upon the demon in the living room. She's sitting by the window, and with her back turned to you, it's clear she doesn't notice you right away. Thinking that there must be something on the windowsill that has captured her attention, you decide to creep up closer and get a better look at whatever it is has her throat.
Yeah, you're gonna get chopped.
Then, as you draw near, you catch a glimpse of the object of her admiration, a tiny caterpillar. You step even closer and are surprised to find that Judgment is trying to corral the creature into the palm of her gauntlet. Sadly, the insect, seemingly put off by the feel of metal, resists her endeavors. You wonder for a moment why Judgment doesn't simply scoop the thing up, but then it occurs to you that she's fearful she might hurt it if she were to do so. Only then do you decide to alert the demon to your presence. It doesn't look like it's saying cough like you're dying there, but whatever, I'll accept it. At once, the demon leaps to her feet and spins to face you. Blushing profusely, she wears the expression of someone who was caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Mortal! You startled me.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to see what you were doing over here. intruder? You mean the caterpillar?
Indeed. We must dispose of it swiftly.
I suppose so. Here, let me take care of it. Judgment steps aside and you approach the windowsill. As you bend down to scoop the caterpillar up into your hand, you hear a small gasp at your back. Peeping over your shoulder, you see Judgment staring intently back at you.
Well, what are you waiting for, mortal? Dispose of the trespasser.
With a nod, you scoop the caterpillar up into your hand and hold it aloft. I think I'm just gonna put this little fella out into the garden. A look of relief flashes over Judgment's expression.
Oh. I mean, do you think that wise fool?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. You turn and make your way to the back door. Judgment follows you all the way up until you venture out into the garden. As you deposit the small caterpillar into a bush, you look up to see the demon watching you from the window. Something about the look on her face strikes you as odd. Perhaps it is that you've never seen the demon look quite so vulnerable before. Before you can fully comprehend the matter, however, your eyes meet and her expression melts away before your eyes. You make your way inside, only to find yourself accosted at once by Judgment.
How could you just allow that creature to escape, mortal?
It was probably lost in the first place. Caterpillars don't typically like the indoors all too much.
Very well. What if it had done you harm then?
What? That little guy? Nah, caterpillars are harmless. They don't really become a nuisance until they turn to butterflies and get their wings.
Wings?
Yeah, once those guys start flying around, they can be a bit of a nuisance, chewing holes in your clothes and drapes. That's a moth! That's a moth, you idiot! That's not what a butterfly does, that's what a moth does! Dumbass doesn't. Or maybe I'm thinking of moths.
You know moths come from caterpillars too, right?
Do they?
Well, no, they come from sharks.
Are you sure about that? Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Okay. Do moths come from caterpillars? Okay, let me see. Both moths and butterflies are caterpillars in the larval state. Okay, yeah, okay.
Don't you know Pokemon?
No.
Well, there's a thing that has a chance to become a moth or a butterfly.
Cool. Just read.
Oh, what is the meaning of this, Taker? What more can you tell me of these creatures?
Well, you see, what is this, a Darman video? Well, you see, come to think of it, I don't actually know all that much about butterflies. They very well could be dangerous for all I know. Ah, how about this? There's a butterfly conservatory that just opened up nearby. What do you say we go there and we can both learn a little bit more about these enemies of ours? Judgment's cheeks redden at your suggestion. She looks shyly to the side, and you can see her seriously contemplating your offer.
Yes, mortal. I think this would be satisfactory. Not the video game, just
What video game?
the video game Satisfactory.
I never heard of that.
Wow.
When the afternoon rolls around, you decide to call the conservatory in advance to see if they offer tours. Much to your delight, they do. So you book a tour and approach the demon regarding your date at the conservatory. Thinking it might be a nice surprise, you decide to keep the tour a secret. For now. Ready to go?
Fool, I was born ready.
Without further ado, you load up into the car and head down to the park. There, you are greeted by the sight of the conservatory looming over the grassy knolls. What the fuck is a knoll? As you approach the giant, glassy building, you are met by a young man at the door. From the logo on his polo shirt, you can see he's one of the conservatory's tour guides. Hello.
Hello.
But-
It must be my late afternoon tour. Oh wait, that's you.
You can be the tour guide if you want to. That's us.
Tour!
Yeah.
What is this about, Helltaker?
I like how she's hiding her face behind her hand. That's cute. I went ahead and called in advance to book a tour for us. Since they know more about butterflies than we do, I thought going on a tour would be the best way for us both to learn. At this, color rushes to Judgment's face.
Oh! Yes, that sounds wonderful, actually. Thank you.
The sudden sincerity in Judgment's voice takes you off guard. Before you can process what you just heard, the tour guide claps his hands together, drawing your attention. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Read.
Oh, excellent. Now let's head inside, shall we?
What kind of voice is that? With the young man leading
I
the way,
don't know.
you and Judgment make your way into the conservatory. First, you stop inside a large welcome room.
Before we get started, I'm going to have you to remove, gloves. I'm afraid we don't allow weapons or weapon-like objects inside the conservatory.
It sounds like you're kind of doing a bit of a Russian accent.
Maybe a Russian-British accent, who knows? We offer lockers here for temporary storage, so I can assure you that they will be well looked after.
At first, you fear that Judgment will envelope the poor man in her chains and throttle him until he relents. Instead, Judgment nods and removes her gauntlets. She hands them off to a front desk worker who nearly buckles under the weight. Wow. With that matter taken care of, the tour guide leads you into the spacious conservatory room at large, where the butterflies are free to linger about all over. As you pass through the great glass double doors, you wonder about the sudden appearance of the soft-spoken side to Judgment that you've never seen before. Though peculiar and vastly different from the first impression you've got from her down in hell, you find yourself excited at the opportunity to learn more about this more gentle facet of her personality. You smile as you watch the demoness bend down to examine a caterpillar on a leaf.
Tell me, boy, how long does it take for these creatures to become airborne?
With a sigh that you realize that, for whatever reason, Judgment's more gentle side is buried deep. God damn it! You are pleased to see that the tour guide seems unfazed by the demon's sudden outburst.
Well, the typical metamorphosis cycle occurs over the course of 30 days. Some species vary from that number by a couple of days or so, but generally speaking, it takes about a month for a caterpillar to become a butterfly.
Have you ever raised a caterpillar to become a butterfly?
Now, why would I?
I did that in kindergarten. It was fun.
Why?
Because it's fun. That's why, James. It's fun to watch a caterpillar grow into a butterfly.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is!
It's like watching paint dry.
No, you're watching a living creature develop and change and become something different. That it's fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
wet paint to dry paint.
No, it's not like what? No, it's not. You're watching a caterpillar become a butterfly.
Next. A month. That does not give us much time to prepare, mortal.
A month is enough time. Don't act like it. What are you talking about? What do they eat usually?
That's a good question. Actually, for the most part, caterpillar diets consist of entirely plant matter. After they undergo metamorphosis, however, the food choice changes depending on the species. Most butterflies eat plant nectar, but others may choose to feed on things like tree sap, fruit, and even decaying animal matter.
Yeah, you're like a British announcer for like a nature documentary.
So there are meat eaters. Some of them are, yes, but most butterflies have quite a sweet tooth. If you want to feed them yourself, you could put out a plate of chopped fruit, or even just a simple solution of sugar and water is enough for their attention.
Oh,
Would you like to feed one? Yes, please.
At this, the young man reaches for a squeeze bottle that he keeps on his belt. He then takes Judgment's hand, dabs some of the liquid into her palm, and prompts her to hold her arm aloft. In no time, a butterfly lands right into the demon's hand and begins to lap at the sugary substance with its narrow tongue. It's moving.
It tickles. It does a little, doesn't it? Would you like to try to, sir?
I would. Yeah, look at that. The man pours some sugar water onto your palm as well, and soon enough, you too have attracted the attention of a couple hungry butterflies. Let's see. As Judgment stares intently at the creatures fluttering around her palm, you find that your attention is on her instead. It's hard to believe that this is the same demon who once tried to trap you for an eternity of torment in hell.
If you put a little tip on your finger and draw a line, you might get one to land there.
Oh.
As I understand, doing that makes a great photo opportunity. Like this?
Alright, that's me. Before the tour guide can answer, a butterfly lands right on Judgment's face, startling the demon.
Oh,
The three of you share in a round of laughter before carrying on with the tour. Before you're quite ready for it to end, the tour concludes and you and Judgment return to the waiting area to retrieve her gloves. Just before you leave the conservatory area, you hear a tiny crunch followed by a gasp of anguish. You turn around at once to see Judgment kneeling on the ground. Upon closer inspection, you notice a tiny mangled caterpillar body laying on the path. A few tears fall onto the concrete next to it, and you are privy to the unmistakable sound of sniffing. I'm gonna stop. Oh no. Hey, Judgment. Before you can say anything else, Judgment stands. In spite of the tears in her eyes, her jaw is set. Whatever it is you saw in her expression earlier is gone. Now, you can only see the High Prosecutor of Hell standing before you.
foolish creature! Let that be a warning to all your kind who think it is wise to cross me, for I am Judgment, High Prosecutor of Hell.
At this, Judgment brushes past you on her way to retrieve her belongings. Sadly, all you can do is watch as the demon dons her gauntlets and sets her sights on the door. You follow, and soon enough, the two of you are in the car with your sights set on home. After a silent and somber drive, you arrive at the front door. Judgment is quick to get out of the car.
Thank you for today, mortal. It was enjoyable.
Though her eyes are still red from her tears, you decide to say nothing of the caterpillar. I'm glad you had a good time, Judgment. Perhaps we could do it again sometime.
Perhaps.
And with that, the demon turns and hurries into the house. You follow, but catch no sign of her anywhere. Only the sound of a slamming door meets your ears. For the rest of the day, Judgment's door remains closed, with no sight of the demon within. The Demon Within sounds like a heavy metal album. Alright, yeah, I think that's the last one for now.
Alright.
Yay! No, why'd you leave? I didn't say goodbye. I didn't say no. Why would you do this?